Stadium in Cincinnati. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. We are set to go. Evan McPherson to do the honors, and we are underway from Cincinnati. From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Saints. And that right there is how you silence the home crowd.
All week long in preparation, visiting teams talk about it. Okay, we've got to start fast. We've got to take the crowd out of it, as you just talked about there. We've got to control the ball early. And in this case, forget fast start. This is a blazing start. What they've talked about all week is their offensive unit doing that. Not necessarily the guys returning the opening kickoff, but believe me, they'll take this.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25.
Here we go. Here we go. 12, 12, 12.
Right to the air is Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
12, 12, 12.
Here's Burrow. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
On 3rd down, Burrow looking deep here for Chase. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there in the opening drive, but that falls incomplete.
11 mighty. A can.
They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. This one taken in by Alano. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 14 yards is the pickup. 1st down, New Orleans.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5. They run it again with Kamara. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Saints go up by 2 touchdowns. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
11.
They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. He's got his man on the crossing route. This is Higgins. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
11 MT.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Being chased out left. That's caught by the tight end, Drew Sample. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
But normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation, you have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or two towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
A first carry here for Joe Mixon. There he goes, left side. And did he get in? No. They'll mark him out at the 1-yard line. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. He was doing everything he could to get the 6 points. A little bit short, but still an excellent run.
And look at it from the defense's point of view. They could have given up on that play. They did not, and still were able to corral him. Now, they've got some work to do in this down coming up, but at least they're being...
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon taking it in from a yard out. And the Bengals are back within a score. Evan McPherson now for the PAT. And that one makes it 14-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
First down, Saints.
To throw his car. That's Olave bringing in another one. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. From the 25, here's a 2nd and 8. Now Carr. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
White Monday down. Hey, 7:34. What's up?
Again, it's Kamara. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
What now?
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Throwing now is Carr. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Juwan Johnson from 3 yards out. And the Saints are able to stretch out their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
On 2, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
11 MT tank. 11 MT tank.
Burrow looking to pass. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
Early down steps to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
He's got his target. That's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 37.
Here we go, here we go. 11, Thomas.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Gun. Gun.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. Open man, right side is his running back. It's complete downfield. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
11 MT. 11 MT. 11 MT. 11 MT.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. They'll roll him out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
I'm one, right?
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal.
Stop.
Mixon will take this one in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. And McPherson on for the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Now Carr. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. The throw right side here going to be incomplete.
Finally, his defense makes a stand. They give up touchdowns on their first 2 drives, but here they said, we got to put a stop to that. Good coverage there to force a punting situation and a 4th down.
Here comes the Saints punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. 1 second, all that remains. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll hand it off here. This is Mixon. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. And they'll run it here. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Chris Olave, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Saints take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
11.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first intercept. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is, you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game, telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone. Carr to throw on 2nd down. to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here we go,
The
here we go.
Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
12, 12, 12.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. It'll be Mixon on the out route as the pass is caught. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Burrow. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
That's good for the Cincinnati Bengals.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati. From midfield now, Burrow. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st.
I like how they want the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Flushed out right. And this is taken in at the 5. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A gain of 32 that time.
ready?
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4.
Gun.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll give it to Mixon. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Burrow taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bengals have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Saints. A big-time special teams play here in the fourth quarter to extend their lead.
And coaches preach it all the time. If you can score on special teams, your chances of winning the game really jump up in a big way. Now, I'll let our analytics friends quantify it and give us the exact numbers, but that's what coaches talk about all the time, that extra momentum, that extra bounce you get from a special teams score.
I don't have any analytics friends. Those are your friends.
I'll claim them.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
On one, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going.
The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
Brian Brzee, the man to bring him down.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Now Burrow.
Looking deep here for Chase.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Now it's Burrow.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Alontae Taylor.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
So a 4th quarter pick 6 here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner. And I know one thing, though. That team that just got the picks